All right, let's talk about the future of management information systems. We need to completely rethink what MIS is, because it's no longer just a background support tool. We're talking about the new strategic brain of modern business, and it's being powered by some seriously game-changing technologies. Let's get right into it. For years, that's exactly what it was, right? MIS was the department that just churned out old sales reports or managed the company database. But that entire world is in the middle of a massive, and I mean massive, revolution. So how is this all happening? Well, we're going to break down the 7 key technologies that are powering this incredible change. And hey, for anyone with exams coming up, we've structured this to give you the perfect framework. You're going to walk away with total clarity, I promise. So here's our game plan. We'll kick things off with the big picture revolution, then dive into the 7 core technologies. We'll see how they work together, look at the good and the bad, and then peek into the future of management. Let's do it. Okay, first up, the MIS revolution. We're going to see how things have shifted from just reporting data to creating real strategic intelligence. This idea is the absolute key to understanding everything else. The most crucial point here is the jump from being reactive to being proactive. Think about it. The old MIS was like driving a car while only looking in the rearview mirror. It only told you where you'd been. But the new MIS, it's like a GPS with live traffic updates and an AI co-pilot, predicting the road ahead and helping you navigate it. It's not a support function anymore. It's a strategic partner. So what's actually making all this happen? Let's break down the 7 technological pillars of this new era. And if you're studying for an exam, you'll definitely want to know what they are, their role in MIS, and of course, their business impact. First up, we have cloud computing. The easiest way to get your head around this is to think of it like electricity. You don't build your own power plant just to turn on a light, right? You just plug in and pay for what you use. The cloud is exactly that, but for computing power. So its role is to be the flexible, powerful backbone for any modern MIS. And the impact? It's huge. Just look at Amazon Web Services. Companies can now forget about buying expensive servers, they can go global in minutes, and their teams can access everything they need from anywhere in the world. It's a total game changer. Next, artificial intelligence, or AI. This is basically the brain of the new MIS. It's the part that lets the system not just tell you what happened, but actually understand why it happened and suggest what to do next. And this is where it gets really interesting, because AI transforms MIS from a passive tool into an active advisor. Suddenly, it can predict which customers might leave, automatically reroute a supply shipment to avoid a storm, or forecast market trends with scary accuracy. Pillar number 3 is big data analytics. Imagine a giant haystack of data from customers, social media, factory sensors. Big data is the amazing process of finding that one tiny, priceless needle of insight hidden inside. The impact for business? You get to understand your customers on a whole new level and spot market trends that no human could ever see on their own. Then we have the Internet of Things, or IoT. This is what connects our physical world to the digital one. Suddenly, everything from a jet engine to a delivery truck has sensors that feed real-time information straight into the MIS. For a business, this means you get this incredible live view of your entire operation. Our 5th pillar is blockchain. Now, for any exam, you just need to remember 2 words: secure and transparent. Blockchain's role is to create this shared, unchangeable record of who did what and when. This has a massive impact on things like supply chains and banking, where trust and efficiency are everything. Next up, mobile computing. It sounds simple, but it's so powerful. This is what finally cuts the cord and frees MIS from the desktop. It puts all that data and all those powerful tools right into the hands of your employees, wherever they are, whenever they need it. The result is just faster, smarter decision-making across the board. And finally, our 7th pillar, automation. This is all about letting technology handle the boring, repetitive, rule-based tasks. And why is that so important? Because it frees up your people, your most valuable asset, to focus on what humans do best: strategy, creativity, and innovation. Okay, so these 7 technologies are amazing on their own, but the real magic, the truly world-changing stuff, happens when they start working together. Let's take a quick look at a smart factory to see exactly what I mean. Just follow the flow here. It's brilliant. First, IoT sensors on the machines are constantly collecting data. All that data is sent to the cloud to be stored and processed. Big data analytics then sifts through it all and finds a hidden pattern. Uh-oh, a machine part is about to fail. So the AI engine makes a decision all on its own and schedules a repair. And finally, mobile computing sends an alert straight to the factory manager's tablet. See? It's a perfectly seamless, intelligent system. Of course, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. For a really great exam answer, you've got to show a balanced perspective. So let's weigh the incredible promise of all this tech against the very real challenges of making it happen. On the one hand, the promise is incredible: hyper-efficiency, way smarter decisions, and entirely new ways of doing business. The competitive edge is just massive. But on the other hand, the peril is just as real. This stuff is complex and expensive to implement. It opens up huge security and privacy risks. You need a workforce with totally new skills, and it brings up some serious ethical questions about AI and automation. Acknowledging both sides is crucial. So where does this all leave us? What does it all mean for the future? Let's wrap this up by looking at what's next for MIS and for the managers who will be using it. This is the one thing you really need to remember. The MIS of tomorrow won't just be a system that supports the business. In a lot of ways, the information system will be the business. It's going to be its central nervous system, its memory, and its analytical mind all rolled into one. We're moving toward a future with self-managing systems that learn and adapt on their own. We're talking about hyper-personalized experiences for every single customer and predictive management that lets leaders practically see around corners. MIS isn't in the back office anymore. It is a core strategic asset right there in the boardroom. And that is what's just so inspiring. The computer scientist Alan Kay once said, "The best way to predict the future is to invent it." That has never been more true than it is today. These technologies are the very tools that will let the next generation of leaders stop just reacting to the future and start actively building. And that really is the ultimate takeaway. The question for every future manager, for you, isn't if you will use these tools, it's how well you will use them. Mastering these trends isn't just about technology, it's about learning how to lead in a brand new era. The future is here. The only real question left is, are you ready?